Let me check if everything is working. Yo, people from Tech House Market. Welcome to my first live stream. Today we're gonna talk about some music stuff and I'm gonna give you guys some feedback. So we're gonna start with the first one. This one is from Leandro Summit. Are you family from John Summit? I don't know. Do all that. Let's fucking go, mate. Okay, you guys can hear noise? I hope so. Skip a tiny bit. Is it better now? Let me know. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna skip a tiny bit. Let me check. Vocal is way too low in volume. Okay, I understand the idea. Let me skip it. Okay, the track in general sounds okay. To be honest, I think it can be a little bit better, especially when you have like this part. There's definitely missing like a B part in the drop. You know, it's a little bit boring if you hear this over and over again. You want to hear like more melodies, like counter melodies or call and response things. It's a little bit boring, I think. And to be honest, I think, okay, the bounce, there's definitely bounce in the track, but I think it's a little bit too much bounce. Like the swing is a little bit too heavy. It's not bad, but I think it can be a little bit less. I think the kick is a little bit too low in the volume as well. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of counter melodies and stuff. You know, it's a little bit boring. The production isn't bad at all, but I think you have to work more on the track in general, as like more melodic things. Maybe you have to put the volume of your vocal up a little bit more. The kick is a little bit too much in the background. And I think the swing is a little bit too much. So, yeah, I think you have to do that, and then you're good to go, man. So shout out to Leandro Summit, John Summit's nephew. I don't know. Okay, let's go further on the next track. Yop Hover. He's probably Dutch, same as me. Denk ik dan. Weet ik niet zeker. Sorry, that was Dutch. But let's go. Yop Hover. This is the loudest volume as possible. Oh wait, I can turn the volume up here. Is this better? Super dramatic. Okay, Yop, I will definitely remove these laser things you hear over there. These sounds are a little bit too outdated. I think you have to search for some newer sounds there. Okay, yeah. I think it lacks some low end. You have to maybe put an R bass on your low end. I don't know if you have the R bass from Waves, but that one is definitely gonna boost up your low end a lot. I think it's missing a little bit of low end here. I will definitely add a right there as well to have some extra high end. No, Joan, I don't like lasers. Yeah, okay, yeah, and the overall you have a solid track here. I think the break is cool. To be honest, it sounds a little bit too old, yeah, not old school, but a little bit like a few years ago. These kind of sounds are definitely working, but right now I think you have to search for newer sounds. It sounds a little bit too old, if I can say that. No offense, by the way, but that's what my approach. Maybe you can use a 909 kind of snare, a little bit more of a heavy snare instead of these trappy kind of snares. Yeah, man, I think you just have to put some more work on this, and maybe you have to search for some newer, fresher sounds, and then I think you're good to go, man. Well produced, by the way. So that was Yop Hovers. Then we going to Ruben Zwanenburg, again a Dutchie here. Welkom, Ruben. With Playa Arena. Okay, we have some tech house going here. This is probably an extended mix, so I can... Ooh. Hey, I heard a tech house market sample there. Okay, I think you have to fix a better transition here to the break. I will maybe remove some low end. Maybe you can cut the low frequencies of that bass sound already here. Okay, remove that sound. Okay, I understand the idea there. So there are a few things that I want to say. Like the first thing is that your kick is way too loud. You have to balance your kick with your low end a little bit better with your bass. I think the bass sound, I love that sound, but it sounds a little bit thin. You can make that sound a little bit fatter. Again, by using R bass, there's missing a little bit of low end. So if you, for example, put an R bass on this sound and you set it like around somewhere in between 60 or 80 hertz, will definitely sound better. I don't know which program you're using, but with Ableton you can use the drum bus to beef it up a little bit more, the bass sound. And I don't know if you've used like a one shot for the bass, but if you have like a serum or a silent or whatever, any synth, I will definitely play around a little bit more with the filter here and there, to make it a little bit more interesting. But that's anything what I can say on the low end. Yeah, that laser sound, bro, it's 2024. We don't use lasers anymore. Well, that was something from a few years ago. So I will definitely replace that sound for something else. Okay, the ear candy is good in this song. I will add a delay automation here. Get. This kick is a little bit random. I will replace that for a 909 kick, like the one you have in the drops, and maybe just only turn the volume down and then automate it to like I don't know, like the normal decibels, but it's a little bit too. I think you have to replace that kick. Okay, I think there's a little bit too much happening there. It's a little bit overproduced there. So I would only go for the stutter vocal instead of these background ear candy things. I think it's a little bit too much going on there. But the most important thing is I will play a little bit more with balancing, with like the mix of the, like some things are a little bit too much in the background, like the bass. You have to make the bass a little bit fatter and gives it a little bit more low end. The bass has to stand out a little bit more. So Ruben Zwanenburg, je weet wat je te doen staat. Yes, on to the next one. Sudi and Retro, Move Your Body demo. Let's go. Kick is very good. That's why it's good, yes. Shout out to you, man. Okay. The idea in general is good. To be honest, I will search a little bit further on the internet for these kind of trumpet sounds, because I've heard this sound, this sample a lot in a lot of tracks. I've used this one as well. It was just a few years ago, I think. I know it's a pretty good one, but I think you have to search a little bit harder on the internet to find a more original kind of trumpet, because this one is a little bit overused. So, but like the production is sounding good. If I have the I like these white bongos. That sounds pretty cool. Again, I will add a little bit more sub to your low end, or you have to beef it up a little bit more to make it stand out a little bit more. I think the vocal is a little bit, it's going a little bit too wild, if you know what I mean. It is cool, but I think there's a little bit too much happening there. I don't know where to focus on. So I will check that. Maybe you have to remove some of the parts of that vocal, or make it fit a little bit better in the track. Right now it sounds like two different or two separate elements. It's not blending that well, but it's pretty close. So I think it's cool, but maybe you have to work a little bit further on that. And maybe you can add something in the high end, in the last drop, like a ride, for example. What I should do right here as well, I don't know if you use Endless Smile. You definitely have to check that out if you don't have it. For all the producers out there, that's pretty good to open reverbs and stuff. And you can use this here on your drums. Open up the reverb. To make your build-up more interesting and more intense. I will do that. So that's my feedback for this one. Yeah, the percussion sounds pretty good actually. That's you did a good job on that. And there's the vocal again here. So yeah, that's my feedback for this one. But it sounds pretty cool, well produced. So I hope you have something on my feedback. Let's open up this one. Shout out to Rascal. Okay, it's a remix. Okay, so the first thing that I can say is that you have to fix your low end. I understand that low end is super difficult to mix that really well, but you really need to have your low end a little bit more in the foreground. You know, it sounds a little bit too much in the background, so I will make that stand out more with using R-Bass or drum bus or maybe FabFilter Saturn, because I hear your low end, but it's like far away. You know, you want to have that a little bit more in the foreground. So I will turn on your volume or boost it a little bit more. It sounds a little bit, I think you have used some glue compression on the drums. It sounds a little bit too much compressed. So I will add a little bit more dynamic here because it's a little bit too much glued together. So it's not punchy anymore. So I will check that. Further, the production is good, you know, I will check that and then you're good to go, I think. I think you have to use maybe a different snare. But maybe that's pure taste. I would go for a little bit more of a different snare. Maybe add some transients, some things in the background, like texture loops. Sorry, I was looking for the word for some texture loops in the background, and you can add some strings here. That's what I will do personally. Maybe like a long sustained root note string. You know what I mean? To make it a little bit more there, you gives a little bit more feeling. You bring a little bit more feeling if you do that. So that's my feedback, bro. So Klang Safari, don't know how to pronounce that. Good job. Yeah, that was where I was looking for that word, tension string. Okay, this one isn't available. Then the next one. Pause, Collect the Commas, Tom Hansen remix.
Shawty get hit. Shawty look hit when the lights on. Shawty look hit when the lights on. Shawty look hit when the lights on. Shawty look bitch when the lights on. Shawty look with the lights on. I ain't even fucking at the lights on. I ain't even fucking at the lights on. Shawty look hit with 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 the lights on. Turn the lights off, get the night on. Turn the lights off, get the night on. King Kong beat it to the night on. Shorty fell in love with the python. Kill at the commas, kill at the commas, kill at the commas, kill at the commas. Kill at the commas, kill at the commas, kill at the commas, kill at the commas. If you gon' move, then tell me your schools, then tell me your food, then any old school. If you gon' move, then tell me your schools, then tell me your food, then any old school. Kill at the commas, 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 kill at the commas. Ain't no talking, I don't know that bitch. Blowing up, bitch, hold my shit. Oh, that bitch. 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 Oh, that. Kill at the commas, 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 kill at the do that, kill at the commas, 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 kill at the commas. Beach, I ain't talking, I don't know that beach. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. Ran off like they gon' tone my sheets. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. Ran off like they gon' tone my sheets. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. Ran off like they gon' tone my sheets. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. Ran off like they gon' tone my sheets. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. Ran off like they gon' tone my sheets. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. Ran off like they gon' tone my sheets. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. Ran off like they gon' tone my sheets. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. Ran off like they gon' tone my shit. My right hand, Michael Jackson with the motherfucker. 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 Right shit. She right hand, Michael Jackson with the motherfucker. Show my son. What? Show my son. What? Show my son. Michael Jackson with the motherfucker. My right hand, Michael Jackson with the motherfucker. My right hand, Michael Jackson with the motherfucker. My right hand, Michael Jackson with the motherfucker. Right shit. She right hand, Michael Jackson with the motherfucker. Show my son. What? Show my son. What? If you gon' move, then tell me your schools, then tell me your food, then any old school. If you gon' move, then tell me your schools, then tell me your food, then any old school. On my shit. On my shit. Ain't no talking, I don't know that bitch. Oh, that bitch. Oh, that bitch. Oh, that bitch. Oh, that bitch.
Cool, bro.
Oh, that bitch. Oh, that. Kill at the commas, kill at the commas, kill at the commas, kill at the.
Okay, this is pretty cool, bro. A few feedback points I will turn the clap volume a little bit down. It's a little bit too loud, I think. Again, the low end thing. I will add a little bit more low end. That's actually all that I can say on this track, man. I love these bass steps, especially here. That's pretty cool, bro. I love that one. It sounds cool. Maybe you can try to play around with that vocal a little bit more. Do it like the collect the comp, papa collect the comp, if you know what I mean, like a little bit. Maybe some stutter things or just some repeating words and stuff like that. And then this one is pretty cool. I love this one. Shout out to Tom Hansen. I don't know how to pronounce it, but good job, bro. Armansky. Let's fucking go. Badum, badum. Skip a little bit further. Okay, I will definitely turn the volume of your kick up a little bit more. It's a little bit too far away in the background. In this case, I think your low end is a little bit too loud, so I would try to balance that a little bit better. I love these mysterious vibes. It sounds cool. Yo, what up, Chris? You are recovered from ADE already? Very spacey, bro. Okay, I will add a little bit more interesting things here because it starts to get a little bit boring. I'm good, Chris. I'm good, man. It was great. Great 80. Bro, that vocal is awesome. I come back to that, Armansky. Okay, bro, this is a solid track over here. It's a great vibe. It's very mysterious vibe. That's dope. I don't know, to be honest, if this is something that Nervous would sign. But yeah, never say never, you know. I think you have to mix it a little bit more clean. I think it's a little bit too dirty here. Like it's clipping a little bit too much. And your drums sounds a little bit dry. Maybe add a tiny bit of reverb, like really subtle, to open it up a little bit more. But I think, yeah, you have to look at the balance of your kick and your bass, because that sounds a little bit weird in a way. But the idea is there. So this is a pretty cool song, bro. You definitely have to finish this one. But yeah, I don't know if this is something that Nervous would sign. It's like what Joan said. You can definitely release it somewhere, but I don't know if Nervous is the right place. So first I would say to fix that mixed thing and then try to send it out. You can try to send it out to Nervous. You know, like sometimes you don't know about labels. Sometimes they are signing things that you are not expecting. So never say never. Shout out to Armensky, man. This is a cool one. On to the next one. This is Flute 6 with Bare Bones. Let's go.
Heb je een hekel aan advertenties? Wil je in
Oh my
alle
God.
rust naar je muziek luisteren? Meld je
Serious?
dan aan voor SoundCloud Go, zodat je reclamevrij en offline kunt luisteren. Met
Sorry
SoundCloud
for
heb je
this.
toegang tot meer muziek dan welk ander streamingplatform dan ook. Meld je vandaag nog aan voor SoundCloud Go.
Bro. Gonna skip a little bit.
Feel your body, shake your body.
The first thing that I wanna check with you if you have fixed your mid-side EQing. If no, you have to make sure that that's fixed, because your bass sounds very white, which is cool. But I don't know if the mono sounds, of the low end sounds mono, because you have to make sure that the low end sounds mono if you have these white kind of bass lines. So you can fix that with a EQ on mid-side mode, or if you use Ableton, you have just a preset called bass mono.
Come on, follow me. Take it daily, 1, 2, 3.
I already thought so.
Feel your body,
You're working with
shake your
Ableton?
body.
Come on, follow me.
Get it, we got 'em. Baseline feel like I drop bombs on 'em.
Take it daily, 1, 2, 3.
Haters on the streets can't touch my flow. Got the bass so loud, it'll make your speakers blow.
I'm gonna show you what I made. Open up
This right
Ableton.
here's that money flow. I just hope you get it.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what I mean real quick. So what you have to do if you have a bass sound, I don't know, let me go for a bass shot real quick. There are two ways to do this. So if you have this this bass pattern, for example. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but that's not necessarily a big thing. What you have to do is you have to go to EQ 8, and then you have to go to the MS mode right there. Press this one, then it's yellow, and then you have to make sure that you set the frequency around like this, and then everything underneath here is a mono, and here is everything is white. But you can also use just this thing, the bass mono thing. You can just do the same thing right here. So that's how you can fix that problem.
Break it down, drop it low. Feel that bass line in your soul.
Come and follow me.
Haters on the streets can't touch my flow. Got the bass so loud it'll make your speakers blow.
Cool vocal.
This right here's that money flow. I just hope you get it.
There's a little bit too much happening in the build-up, I think.
Get it, we got 'em. Baseline feel like I drop bombs on 'em.
Okay, man. Solid track right here. But there are a few things. First of all, I think your drums can be a little bit better. They are sounding a little bit thin. I think if you have some more steady and more punchy drums, that this stands out way more. I will definitely check out that thing that I just showed you in Ableton with the mid-side EQ to make sure that the low end is mono, because like in you don't necessarily hear it maybe on headphones, but when you are on like big systems, like big speaker systems, you can definitely hear that it's leaking low end if you lacking low end if you don't have that fixed, that mid-side thing. So like in a club or a festival, you're lacking low end if you don't do that. Yeah, and further, I think there is a little bit too much happening in the build-up, and I love the vocals in general, but maybe they're sounding a little bit random. If you used like too much different, voices. So I will check that out. Okay, man. On to the next one. Let's go to this one. The right guy. will maybe check another kick. I will replace the kick, I think. It's a bit random, the transition. Okay, I think the drums are a little bit too dry, so I would maybe add a reverb on that to open that up a little bit. Not too much. Vocal can be a little bit louder, and I think that you have to replace the kick. That's my feedback on this one. So yeah, man, good luck with that, bro. I love the vibe, by the way. The vibe is good on the track. Let's go to the next one. You're right, Charlie, because I have a lot of other tracks that I have to check, so I'm gonna go a little bit faster. The mix down is very good on this one. Your low end is very tight, very good. Okay. Panta know how to make music.
I wanna go back.
Yeah, man, what can I say, bro? This is very well produced. Only thing that I can say is maybe try for some fresher and more original sounds, because these sounds are used a lot, but you know how to produce. This sounds good. So, yeah, man, shout out to Panta. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Let's go on the next one. Sam Brodrip. Music. Metal.
Come together.
Oh, super loud. Bro, this is sounding sick, man. Really well produced, bro. I don't know what I can say. I don't have feedback necessarily, but bro, this is very good job. On to the next one, bro.
Ik sta voor mijn huis.
Oh no.
Weet je waarom? Omdat ik
Bro.
alles goed wil regelen. Vereniging Eigen Huis komt op voor mij en alle andere 800.000 leden.
Yeah, man, Sam.
Nou,
Very
gaat
good.
over kopen, verkopen, verbouwen, onderhouden of verduurzamen.
You're definitely producing for a longer time, right?
Sta sterker.
Thornburg. Yeah, I have a new laptop, Chris, so I have to install that, man. There are some old school vibes in there. I will definitely add some auto-tune on the vocal because it's a little bit off key. But the vibe is good. I love the vibe. I think the kick is a little bit too square-ish, if you know what I mean, like too straight, too static. So maybe go for a little bit more 909 or another kind of kick, which sounding a little bit more warm. It's a cool vibe, bro. Maybe you can add a little bit more of a top melody with a synth, for example, instead of the vocal, another round. So for the B part of the drop, or like this part, I will remove the vocal and then go for like a synth thing that is doing a cool job. So on to the next one. With you, forevermore.
Just wanna spend the whole night.
Okay, bro.
I just wanna spend the whole night.
Jesus Christ, bro. So when it drops in, it's really got my attention. But I should use that sound again. Maybe you can replace it for another sound. I think it needs a little bit more variation in sounds, and maybe try to the mix a little bit, because the kick sounds it's a little bit clipping. But this is a very solid track you have made. Let's go for Ashagen. I don't know why I pronounce it like that, but anyway, new phone. Let's go. Your low end sounds good. Okay, it starts to get boring. I will add a little bit more things there. Okay, these kicks is good. That's very good. These double kicks. Vocal is good. It's cool. That makes sense because of the phone. That sounds like a phone. Okay, I understand that you don't want to add too much things there because you really want to keep the focus on that vocal, for example, or that the telephone sound, that static sound. But maybe you can add more things in the drums, like rides or open hats, or play around with drums a little bit more, like what Sosa is doing. So that's my approach. No, it's again the same drop. Okay, that's cool. That down note, but it's, you know, I want to add a little bit more drums and a little bit more character on the drums, because you don't want to go away too much on the vibe, but I think it needs a little bit more variation. So yeah, on to the next track. Mono R, Heartbeat. I don't know if you used a synth for this, but if you have a synth with like this sound patch, I will try to open and close filters for some more variation, because this starts to sound boring again. I love it sounds good, but I will check that. And again, the thing with the drums, it's these drums right here are exactly the same as the drums right here. Like the same as here. Okay, here you filtered the drums completely. That's good. But I don't know if you maybe have like a filter to make it, to open it up here and there. So I will check if you can change the, maybe remove some hi-hats here and there, like for example here for a very short hat, and then the open hats right here, and add some rides here for example. Make it a little bit more interesting, because it starts to sound boring. Wax with ID 1610. Let's go. I already saw you in the chat, mate. Your low end sounds very good, man. You know, this is what I talk about. Here you the super simple, but it's so effective. Your hat needs to be louder a little bit more sharp, maybe. This is good because I didn't want to skip further because there's something happening all the time. Bro, the kick is perfect. Yeah, the only thing is, again, about the drums, maybe have some like a really short snappy hat in the beginning, and then add things on the drums all the time. But it's not necessarily a big deal in this track because, like for example, right here when you have the dun, dun, it's super simple, but it works. It keeps me grooving. So good job, bro. Let's go to the next one. Casey Cooler. Okay, it's a little bit overkill on sounds. There is too much happening here. So I will definitely get rid of some sounds there because there's a little bit too much happening. And I think you have to skip that sound for... Oh, sorry. It's you did it a little bit too much times. It's happening too much, that sound. So I will add a little bit more variation in sounds. And get rid of some sounds. Love this. Yeah, it's too much happening there, bro. That's the most important feedback thing. I will get rid of some sounds. Mark Johnstone. Tyler and Cats.
Ik sta voor mijn huis.
Sorry
Weet je waarom?
so much for
Omdat
this.
ik alles goed wil
I have
regelen.
to fix the ad blocker.
Vereniging Eigen Huis komt op voor mij
The next stream,
en alle andere 800.000
I
leden.
swear that
Of het
I'm
nou gaat over kopen,
don't have this
verkopen,
problem anymore.
verbouwen, onderhouden of verduurzamen. Ik kan bij hen terecht. Eigenhuis.nl. Sta sterker.
Okay. I love this.
Damn, you keep it spicy. Oh, that's way too spicy. Damn, you keep it spicy. Oh, that's way too spicy. Damn, you keep it spicy. Oh, that's way too spicy. Damn, you keep it spicy.
Nah, don't touch my cat.
Yes, bro. Bit Sosa vibes here. I love this.
Nah, don't touch my cat. Cat.
Damn, you keep it spicy.
This man knows how to produce.
Nah, don't touch my cat.
Let's go, man. Bro, cool, man. This one is huge. Super solid track. Don't have any feedback. This is really excellent produced, man. Shout out to you, bro. Good job. Blaze Orange. I saw you in the chat, man. Here you are. Let's fucking go, bro. You need to make it a little bit more interesting, more tension.
Yeah, we're going wild tonight. Yeah, we're going wild tonight.
That sounds a little bit weird, bro.
We're going wild tonight.
It's like 1 second too late, or maybe it's because of me, but yeah, it's a nice vibe here, man. I would go for maybe another kick drum. Your low end is good, but your kick is maybe a little bit soft. I will go for a little bit more of a heavy kick, maybe. It's too much in the background. And I will add some rides under the last drop to give some sparkle in the high end. So I will check that out, man. But this is the...
Yeah, we're going wild tonight.
Yeah, I think it's the timing of the vocal. And that sound, I will maybe do some post-processing on that sound because it's a little bit too thin. Maybe make it wider. You have a awesome plugin called Wider, and that's free, and you can make things very wide with that. So I will check that out. Let's go to the next one. Borden, I don't know. Okay, man. I love the snare. I will definitely add a little bit more interesting elements like saw leads and call and response things. It starts to sound a little bit boring if you have the same drop here, but the vibe, it's very well produced. Like the sound is good, the drums are very good. I love the snare. Oh, you have something here. Like that kind of stuff. It misses some response part. But yeah, this is very well produced, bro. I love the vibe, man. Shout out to BURNR. On to the next one. I don't know what this is. Okay, sure. Yula with Asset Zero. Cool artwork, bro. Okay, there's a bit too much happening. I don't know where to focus on. Like there's something in the background, and to be honest, the acid kind of sound doesn't fit really well in the mix. Or it's like there's too much happening. I understand the idea, but I will check that out maybe. And maybe try to put the bass 1 octave down. Yeah, and maybe there's too much drums, like too much heads and stuff. But I will definitely try to add a right underneath this last drop. And maybe it's not the heads, but it's maybe there's something happening in the background, like a texture thing, which is interrupting a little bit too much. So I will check that out. So shout out to Jula. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. Then Shadow Royken? Sorry. With Kuro Cage.
I've missing you since you've been gone. My heart is crashing down. I have to say how much I wanted you since you've been gone. Need you. People.
Okay, sorry, I don't know where I'm listening to right now.
Since you've been gone,
It's like you have two different tracks in one track.
my heart is crashing down. I have
Because this is sounding very cool.
to say how much I wanted you. 'Cause all of me need you to come and if I want.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say, man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't want to laugh, but where am I listening at right now? Maybe try to to only use that first part of the track. That was sounding cool. Let's go to the next one. Martin with Scratch. Sorry, I'm still a little bit confused because of the previous track. Okay, this is well produced. Maybe adds a tiny bit more low end on the track. But maybe try to add a little bit more variation. That's all that I can say. Shirva. Oh, it with a Dropbox. Okay. I will add a clap there, a little bit louder clap. Okay, it's good produced, but I think there's a little bit too much happening there again. Like, I don't know where to focus on. So maybe it's all the background things that you have in the track. Maybe you should turn the volume down of that a little bit more, because right now there's too much happening. And maybe turn the volume of your kick up a little bit. Low end is quite good, but it's a little bit low in volume. So you can maybe check that out as well. But further, it's a good job, bro. Charles Lobo with Stimulate. Some more deep vibes there.
Stimulate me.
Yes.
Stimulate me.
will add another hi-hat here. And maybe some like to close the bar.
Stimulate me.
Cool.
Stimulate.
I will add something in the high end and maybe some textures in the background, like some glitchy texture loops. I will think that helps the track. But it's a good fight. Then we go to the last track of the stream, Hoopa with Odd Mob Style. I don't know if you have to name your track like that, but let's go.
Won't you come and let me dive? Won't you come and play me all night? We could do whatever we like, but you already just denied. Play me all night. Go back. Won't you come and let me die?
I love the brass bass step.
Won't you come and play me all night? We could do whatever
I will turn the volume of the clap snare a tiny bit up.
we like, but you already just denied.
But I think it's a little bit too short to give more feedback. But the idea in general is quite good. So yeah,
Won't you come and let me dive?
good vocal as well, man. I hope in the next stream that you finish this one, that then I can give more feedback on it. So yeah, guys, that was it for today. This was my first stream on Tech House Market. Make sure you guys are subscribed on the YouTube channel because we have some great tutorials coming up. And what can I say more? Just thanks for your time today. Thanks for sending the tracks. And I hope to see you on the next stream, everyone.